Good afternoon. Well, it ended up being a happy Friday for the Australian share market. In fact, it was the best day of 2018 with the ASX 200 up 77 points or 1.3%, wrapping up the day at 6,094. So second straight week of gains. We're at 3-week highs as well. There wasn't really just one specific driver of things. We did receive a week lead from Wall Street last night, but keep in mind it was one of the busiest, most jam-packed weeks as far as global events and economic news was concerned. In the start of the week, we had President Trump and Kim Jong-un meeting in Singapore for the very first time. We had interest rates being lifted in the US and becoming a little more bullish as well on future rate hikes. We had updates on the state of jobs growth in Australia and China's economy as well yesterday. And now, while some of these did fall short of expectations, there was nothing that was bad enough to really rattle markets. And with all of those events now out of the way, that allowed the market a bit of breathing room and the first big move of the week. So shares, yes, up 1.3%. All sectors were up. About 80% of stocks actually finished the day in positive territory. Some of the best were in the banking space, with CBA and Westpac that are still sitting at multi-year lows. Both were up about 2.2%. We had the mining sector also doing quite nicely as well on a lift in the price of oil, iron ore and also gold in the past 24 hours. BHP Billiton made headlines. It's going to spend almost $4 billion developing a big iron ore mine in WA, which it expects to take over from the ageing Yandi mine in WA as well. So it's expecting that will produce iron ore for the next 25 years. That news seemed to help CIMIC because the construction group has won a contract to do work on that mine. Another winner was Certex Medical, which makes liver cancer treatments. It rose almost 5% today. That's because it's accepted a $1.9 billion takeover from a group in China. Infant formula companies did very well. Bellamy is one of the best. It rose 5.5%. In recent weeks, Norway's central bank has been lifting its stake in the group and now owns about 6% of the company. A2 Milk also up about 3%, and Bubs Australia was in a trading halt again for the second straight day. Now tonight we've got updates on inflation out of Europe, industrial production and PMI regional read out of the US as well. Markets in China, in Shanghai and Hong Kong will be closed on Monday for a holiday, and the Aussie dollar was a loser this week. It fell back to 74.5 US, a 1-month low, partly because the European Central Bank last night said that rates are probably going to be on hold until summer 2019. That pushed the euro lower, the US dollar higher and the Aussie under pressure. Have a great weekend.